I got into this taxi and the Uber driver like suddenly suggested like, oh, you should go, or like, how long are you in Japan for? And I was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, okay, you should go to Ghibli Museum. And I was like, I wasn't about to say, sorry, I don't like Ghibli. And the taxi driver's like, you should go to the Ghibli Museum. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not going to the Ghibli Museum. But ask Erica, like, if she wants to. And she's like, I think we're too busy. And I'm like, yeah, good reason. I forget what happened then. I forget what happened then. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, if there's time. And I'll ask my coworkers, like, if they want to go. And the taxi driver, he recommended some other stuff as well. I don't remember. Oh, he recommended like Harry Potter Museum. He was like, oh, what have you done this trip? And we hadn't really done much. So I listed some stuff that I had done previous trips in order to try and like manipulate the algorithm. If I say stuff that I enjoyed on previous trips, maybe he'll recommend stuff that's like pertaining to that rather than regular tourist bullshit. So I was like, Daikoku, go-karting, Umi no Hotaru. And he was like, oh, Daikoku Pier, which I've never heard it referred to as Daikoku Pier. He's like, oh, okay. Well, what kind of things do you like? And I'm like, kuruma, which is car in Japanese, because I want to be recommended more car stuff. Don't tell me Ghibli Museum. Don't recommend me Ghibli Museum. Don't recommend me Disneyland, please. No Harry Potter. We actually did go to Harry Potter though, and that was fun. Those of you might know, I'm not really a Harry Potter fan. I tried reading the books. I thought they were dog shit. I have nostalgia for watching the movies with my family as they came out when I was younger. Every time a new Harry Potter movie came out, my family would go see it. Except for the one with Dolores Umbridge. Somehow we missed that one. And he was like, oh, you should go to the Nissan showroom in Ginza. And I was like, ooh, I should go to that. I checked on Google Maps and I saw the image and I was like, wait a minute. I've walked past this thing like a million times and it's always like really crowded in that area. So I'm probably actually not gonna go to that. I'm probably not actually gonna go to that. It's too crowded. I don't like Ginza. The Uber driver is like, when are you leaving? And I tell him when. And he's like, do you need a ride to the airport? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but I was just gonna call Uber. But I don't say that part. I just go, yeah. And he's like, okay, do you have WhatsApp? And I'm like, no, WhatsApp? So I'm like, do you have Line? And he's like, oh, like, are you sure you don't have WhatsApp? And I'm like, no, I don't have WhatsApp. Do you have Line chat? And he's like, oh, Line. Did he not believe me the first time? When I mentioned Line the first time, did he not believe me? So I add him online. And it's like, it's kind of an inconvenience actually to organize through Line, right? Because it's like, I have to message him and be like, okay, pick up for airport at this time on this day, right? Usually it's actually just easier to just go on Uber and book it when I need it rather than like communicating through there. But there's a fun novelty to having a taxi driver online. And eventually he keeps like recommending stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, we are going to the Harry Potter Museum. So he keeps recommending places to go. He's like, you should go to Fuji Speedway. And I'm like, that's like 3 hours away. I don't have time to go to Fuji Speedway. And then he recommends like eating raw squid. He sends me a video of raw squid squirming in a dish. Like he pours soy sauce or something into a bowl of raw squid. And he's like, go to Ika Center. And I'm like, okay, that looks disgusting, but okay, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And I did want to try it because you can you fish the squid out of the tank and then they like kill it and cook it for you right there, which is horrible. That's horrifying. That's a horrifying experience, but like I'll never be able to do that in America. So I was like, actually, yeah, I do want to do that. And then I started recruiting other people to take to it. But in the end, it didn't work out. In the end, by the time there was free time available for it, I hadn't realized that you had to book a day ahead. There, like you can't just book day of. of. I was like, okay, I'll book like early in the morning the next day, like when I'm more awake and when I can like convene with people and find out like when they're available. And like by that point, it's like you couldn't book anything. You couldn't book anything. Can't just walk in. No, it's a reservation only. Ika Center is reservation only. And it's like you have to reserve the day before. So it didn't end up working out. I didn't get to eat the raw squid, sadly. Sadly, I didn't want to eat the raw squid. I joked with Leia and them. I was like, yeah, we're gonna go, let's go eat ahead of time and then we'll eat the raw squid. And by eat, I mean, I'm gonna put it in my mouth and then spit it out immediately into an egg. I don't think I would have been able to actually swallow that. Like, I'm sorry, but the Uber driver was like, okay, yeah, you should go to Harry Potter Museum. And then it's hard to get a taxi around there because there's not a lot of Uber drivers. So like, tell me what time you want to be picked up. And I was like, this guy's kind of a con artist. This guy's kind of a con artist. Like there are taxis all around there. It's a tourist area, but whatever. Whatever. I admire the capitalist spirit. So I tell him, and he's like, okay, well, I'll be off work at that time. So I'll send a friend or I'll send a coworker within the company. And so his buddy pulls up. This is like they work for like a taxi company, I guess. And so his buddy pulls up. So how they do it, how they operate as a taxi company, I guess, is they operate like as a taxi service, but like you get in and then they have you book through Uber and then they just accept the Uber ride. And they're like, okay, like if you don't get like this vehicle, like if somebody else accepts before me, just cancel it. Which is so scuffed. That's so fucking scuffed. I don't think you're allowed to do that, bro. Shady as fuck. So I get in, and the guy accepts somebody else's like Uber. They're like, and I don't know that you have to like rebook through the Uber. I'm like, okay, I'll just do tap pay. I'll just do tap pay like at the end, like a normal taxi, because I've taken regular taxis before. So I'm like, okay, like I'll just do tap pay at the end. And the guy doesn't like speak any English at all, and he's on the phone with the other guy. He's on the phone with the taxi driver that I added online. And then his passenger window is open. And there's a fucking, like a British or Australian woman standing at the passenger's window, freaking out. She's like, you're my Uber. You're my Uber. This is my Uber. These people are stealing my Uber. And the guy doesn't speak any English at all, and he's on the phone, so we can't use like the translation app. And like I'm trying to communicate, but like he's like on the phone and being yelled at by this angry British/Australian woman. So it was me, Tenma, and Leah, and we're trying to communicate. We're trying to communicate. The guy's like, Camilla, and I'm like, I'm not Camilla. Jedi des. No, yeah. My name is not Camilla. So eventually I'm like, all right, we'll just leave. Because like we can't communicate at all because he's on the phone and this angry woman is schizoing out. She's like, I'm not paying for their Uber. I'm not gonna pay for these people's Uber. They're trying to steal my Uber. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, I mean, where are we gonna steal your fucking Uber to? Your hotel? That's not where we wanted to go anyways. You understand that, right? Oh my God. So we get out of the Uber and I explained to the woman, I'm like, sorry about that. We like double booked. We double booked, or the taxi driver double booked. We booked through the taxi company and then he also accepted your Uber. And she was like, oh, okay, I see. And she calmed down immediately. Hello, Erica. Conveniently, all the JPs with me on the other Uber breezing to our destination. Yeah. all the really good Japanese speakers are in the other Uber. Every single one of them. As like that woman gets into the Uber, like her sons walk by and they're both like, I'm so sorry about that. They're so apologetic. They must be so used to their mom crashing the fuck out. Barca, thank you. Gonkin Gura, no. So then the other Uber driver that I have online like starts messaging me. And before this, he was using like emojis and stuff, but now the emojis stop. And I'm like, uh-oh. He goes, Harry Potter has arrived. Please request with premium van. Please make a request through the Uber app. Don't you have Uber app? Another customer joined, but he canceled it. He says he refused because he was told there was no Uber app after you got in the car. Do you have the same Uber as yesterday's account? Question mark, question mark. I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hostile. A little bit hostile. A little bit hostile. But I am amused by this. Because I'm not used to like Japanese people getting angry. So I'm like, this is a fun novelty. So I'm like playing along, pretending to be like very apologetic, but realistically, this is not my fault. This is not my fault, but I'm playing along being very, very like apologetic. I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm so sorry. This is my fault because I couldn't communicate with him properly and blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow, they get angry? Neat. Yeah. Pippa rage baiting. I wasn't rage baiting. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna stay mad. Because I can think, were you involved in illegal activities in Japan, Pippa? Yeah, kind of at one point actually. Like when I got out of the airport, I took a picture of this sign that's like, be careful of illegal taxis. And then when I was walking towards the taxi stand and I got like approached, which they're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to do that. The taxis aren't allowed to approach you and be like, do you need a taxi? They're not allowed to do that. They have to wait at the taxi stand. But I was intrigued. You just went with it. Yeah, so I just went along with it. So I just went along with it. I went into the taxi. Another thing is real taxis have a green license plate. Fake taxis have a white license plate. This guy had a white license plate, but I was like, whatever. So I got into the illegal taxi. And he overcharged a bit. He overcharged a bit by like 4,000 yen, which isn't a crazy amount, but it is still overcharging. That's how you get kidnapped, Pippa. Kidnapped in Japan? I don't think so. I don't think so. A fake taxi. Okay, not like that. Not a fake taxi like you freaks are thinking. This is how people disappear. Nah. I was fine. I was fine. It's worth it for the story. Yeah. How often do you get to take an illegal taxi? Ezekiel, thank you. Pippa insurance for the kidnapping experience. I don't want to be kidnapped, but there's like a novelty to the experience of like a taxi driver, like an illegal taxi driver, right? Because like in Japan, you don't think of like high crime, right? I was like looking it up too while I was in the taxi. I was like how bad actually is this? Like how illegal is this on my part? It should just be illegal on his part, right? And it is mostly illegal on his part, but like the issue is for foreigners. If the taxi gets into an accident, they can blame the foreigner and charge the foreigner for like the insurance, basically, which would have been a funny story, but there was no accident. Boom, cocky, thank you for $5. Pippa's always choosing the obviously wrong option in the choose your own adventure novel of her life and somehow winning anyway. You also might get into trouble depending on your visa. I'll just go, gaijin desu. Gomenasai. I saw a taxi stand sign. Anyways, but yeah, then I had like Nameless, I give him $5. Then I had like an apology war. I had an apology war with the taxi driver. Like I kept saying I'm sorry, and then eventually he started saying sorry. I was like, yes, he was booked for a different group of people and they were quite angry, so we left. I'm sorry. And then he goes, understood, I'm sorry. And then I was like, oh, and then he was reiterated like the pickup time for the airport. And I was like, oh, like it isn't, and like this was like right after he apologized. And I was like, oh, so it isn't your fault. If my communication was better, the situation would have been different. I'm so sorry to trouble you while you're resting at home. Bowing emoji. And he goes, I'm really sorry. Yeah, he goes, I'm really sorry. I'm like, wait, no. He messages again and he like reconfirms the airport pickup time. Bowing emoji. Yeah, I spammed the hell out of the bowing emoji. Groveling. Nelthina, thank you for becoming big. Thank you. Pippa was LARPing. When I'm in a self-deprecation competition and my opponent is Pipkin Pippa. And then he goes, I'm trying to there's like a translation app in line that's being used, but like the communication is really funky. So I'm trying to like communicate his point rather than exactly like what he's saying. But he's like, I talked to my friend. He told me Pippa that he told me to tell Pippa that he was sorry. I was worried if I had arrived safe. That he was worried if Pippa had arrived safely at her next location. I'm sorry. I said I arrived safely. Please tell him I'm sorry for causing trouble and confusion. Thank you for your patience. And then he goes, oh, I'm relieved to hear that you arrived safely. Pick up on the 13th, blah, blah, blah. And then he starts like recommending the squid and stuff. And he starts using emojis again. I am not sorry. I am not sorry. That was not my fault. That was not my fault that he booked somebody else's Uber, and also that you're running like a sus company where you don't do tap pay. So sus. I guess like taxi drivers have to like I guess in Japan like they have to like do a lot of testing and stuff. So I'm wondering if maybe like if you run a taxi service through Uber, like you don't have to meet the same requirements maybe. Or like some of the taxi drivers are in on the Yakuza. I think so. At one point I asked him like, because he started talking about like working for a taxi company. He was like, oh yeah, like my job is over here. And I was like, your job? Like you have a job other than being a taxi driver? And he was like, no, the taxi company. And I'm like, what the hell? Like you have like like you work for a taxi company that has like a physical location. It's not just like Uber. But I guess like some of you guys mentioned like Uber, it's not like personal in Japan. Uber in Japan, they like hire taxi companies. Is this the same guy who has an Audi? Yeah, this is the guy. If you saw on Twitter, I talked about this. When we got to talking about cars, I was like, oh, like what kind of vehicle or what kind of cars do you like? And he goes, Audi. He said it very confidently. And I'm like, okay. And then he like starts laughing and stuff. I'm like, okay, Audi, okay. Audi, what exactly? Well, he likes the brand Audi. And then later, I'm like, oh, what kind of vehicles do you have? And he goes, Audi A8 and Prius. Me and Urka burst out laughing because that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Oh, thank you. What was your favorite moment during the trip? Probably going to Harry Potter with my coworkers, with Gen 1, beloved Gen 1, because everybody got really excited about it. Iori is very knowledgeable. Iori is very knowledgeable. And Mitsuru Nasa. Mitsuru has very strong like gap moe. Mitsuru, she got so excited. Mitsuru is normally like very cool and reserved. She got so excited. She got so excited at Harry Potter. It was really magical. On the way to the airport, I used his services again and chatted more about cars. And he used to have, I guess they're not called Lexus in Japan, but he had a Lexus at one point that he modified to be really loud. I think this guy might be a little shady. He also kept dropping lore about Daikoku. He had a bunch of Daikoku lore. Chopped off the muffler. I don't know. I don't remember what he said he did to it exactly, but he like modified it to be really loud. And he was like, yeah, nowadays it's easier to have something like that because you can have like a switch so you can like enable it or disable it. What's happening? Talk about Uber trips. I love taking Uber in Japan so much. I love taking Uber in general, but God, Tenma wanted to go somewhere and she was like, oh, Pee, I'm gonna go to blah, blah, blah. Do you want to come with? And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I'm gonna take the train if that's all right. And I was like, no. No, I'm not taking the train. I'll meet you there. I'm scared of people. I'm scared of people. The Uber driver, he asked me as well. He was like, why don't you take the train? And I was like, I don't like the train. It's scary. And he fucking laughed at me. Do the taxi services, like, are the taxi services actually interlinked with the Yakuza? Some of you guys were saying that, and now it's like got me wondering, like, because like there are those illegal taxis like right in front of the airports. And I guess like that would be like a really easy job to have, right? If you're like former Yakuza, because like most taxi drivers in Japan wear like full button-up suits with like gloves on and everything. So if you have like tattoos and stuff, they're hidden.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.